Welcome to Around the Region on Warrior Television Network. I'm Griffin Harper, joined by Maggie Anglin, and we've got an exciting show for you tonight. From upcoming matchups to behind-the-scenes looks at our athletes, you won't want to miss a bit.
That's right, Griff. Tonight, we'll break down the 2 weeks of games, sit down with a baseball player who knows the game inside and out, and even see if some of our senior tennis players can show off their musical talents with a twist.
But first, let's start with On the Lookout. Alex Johnson and Bailey Vandiver have the latest on White County's upcoming games and what to expect from our Warriors.
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to On the Lookout. I'm Alex Johnson.
And I'm Bailey Vandiver. Let's jump right into this week's sports lineup.
First up is baseball. This Friday, April 4th, our boys play Lumpkin County right here at home. Then after the weekend, on Tuesday, we start our series against GAC. On Tuesday, we'll play away. Thursday, we'll play right here at home. And then we'll wrap up the series on Friday against GAC. Be on the lookout for John Bannon as he makes some crucial plays.
Quick note about Thursday's game. It will not be live streamed since it's during spring break, but we still hope you come out and support.
Looking past spring break, we have a lot of action coming up. On Tuesday, April 15th, our boys soccer team plays Banks County right here at home. On that same day, our baseball team will begin a series against Johnson County.
Tennis will begin their region tournament on April 15th at Lumpkin County, with the final round being on the 16th. And track will host a home meet on Thursday, April 17th, so be sure to come out and support our athletes.
And in golf, the Warriors will play at Apple Mountain on April 15th, followed by a match on April 17th at Valhalla Golf Club.
And don't forget, the annual Special Olympics will be held on April 18th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. here at the stadium. If you can't make it, be sure to tune in at whiteco.tv. Thanks for watching. I'm Bailey Vandiver.
And I'm Alex Johnson. See you next time.
Now, let's head over to Warrior Sit Down. Amison is joined by junior baseball player Alex Freeman to talk about baseball, his journey, and life as a student athlete.
Hey,
Hi,
my name's Kayla Amison. This is Alex.
I'm Alex.
Alex, what do you do?
I play baseball for White County. I play third base and catcher and pitch.
Anything else?
Oh, I play football as well. Last year I was the backup quarterback and the long snapper and the holder.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Alex, how's the baseball season going this year?
Not as expected. I wish it was better. We've struggled against teams we shouldn't struggle against, but
You're doing better than the Braves. How many games do you have left?
we have 8 games left,
For regular season.
regular season. But with the new power rankings, we could make the playoffs. I think we're in a good spot. We just need a win.
How does playoffs work for baseball?
So the region winners, like the people who win the region, get the top 8 seeds, and then second place gets 9 through 16, and then the rest of the 16 is off of power rankings, which is your winning percentage, your opponent's winning percentage, and opponent's winning percentage. The power rankings right now, we're at like 23, I think. So out of 32, which means we're in, and that is with private schools, so we would be at like 18.
So you said third base, catcher, pitcher.
I want to be a shortstop.
I think you're too tall, aren't you?
No, I'm not athletic enough.
Oh, my bad.
Hitter,
What's your batting average?
like 313.
Okay.
Last year it was better.
All right. So out of those 3, what's your favorite to play?
I don't know. I just like having the ball. I don't know what it is. Like,
Baseball's a terrible game for that, I feel like. It's a lot just standing there if it's
but-
not hit directly to you. Or like,
yeah, but like, I don't know. It's just something about like just having the ball. Like, so I like pitching, but catching's my favorite, but catching will wear you out. I don't know. It's tough. They all have their differences.
let's talk about catching.
Yeah, let's do.
Let's talk about that position.
Okay.
Are y'all squatting the whole time?
Kind of, not really. Sometimes we're on a knee, but it just depends on if a runner's on, or if Coach Waits gets mad.
Wait, what? What does that have to do with your position if Coach Waits is mad? He's like, squat.
Yes, I swear. No, it's like you can get lazy when you're on a knee. You just need to keep everything in front, and when you're on a knee, it's tougher to block.
All right, so y'all's pitching, okay?
Yeah.
So do y'all have y'all don't have a bullpen, right?
Okay.
Like a start.
So our starters, Tuesday's Trevor, Thursday's Gooch, and Friday's Shelton. Our pitching is thin, but our starters have given us good innings. Like Trevor has thrown really well this year.
Y'all ever had like field players just come in for like an inning and just for funsies?
No, most people in high school, like most people pitch. Like field players will come in, like we'll bring Sawyer in from right field and he'll just come in and get up on the bump. But like Carter doesn't pitch. That would be fun though.
Why doesn't Carter
Could
pitch?
you imagine Carter just coming in and just lobbing it in there?
That's what I'm saying. It works sometimes.
Coach Waits, we're putting Carter in.
Last question.
Okay, perfect.
If you had to explain baseball to an alien that doesn't speak English,
Dude.
how would you do that?
Okay, I got you.
All right, go.
Zoo! Choo! Yay!
What was this? This was a tornado.
That's running around the bases.
Oh, that looked like a tornado.
We don't speak English.
I know, but like you were. That's all right. Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, Miss Amison. I've noticed that usually you just stare at the camera at the end. Pound it. Noggin. See ya.
Always great to hear from our athletes.
Yep. Let's switch things up with a special mic'd up segment. WTVN wired up baseball player Shelton Ramey during Tuesday's game to get an inside look. And trust me, you won't want to miss his in-game commentary and song choices. Ooh.
That our flag was still there, the land of the free. Yeah, we got up there. Of the brave.
Let's go, Skibbity boys.
Let's play some ball, fellers. Let's play some daggum baseball. Let's go. Nobody gonna slow me down. Woo-hoo. Got to keep on moving. Hey, communicate to them. Let's go. Great job, 2. Good job. Hey, trust your stuff, 15. Let's go, baby. Nobody better than you, kid. Nobody better than you, 15. Let's go, 15. Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna. All right, that song ain't working. What song? What song? What song? What song? National anthem? Oh, say, can you see? Whew, bad voice crack there. Bad. By the dawn's early light.
We got second baseman, number 11, Jason Johnson.
Jason Johnson. Oh, they're calling him Jay-Z. I kind of like that. Hey, you good, 15? Breathe, baby. Breathe. Over the ramparts we wash. Nobody hurt, 15. Let's go, baby. 4! 4! Right there, Coop. Right there, Coop. Ooh, girl, shining. Song sucks. Play some Hank, fellas. Oh yeah. Right in the chest. Pick you up in a Cadillac. Why am I singing this song, dude? This song hadn't been cool since like 5th grade, dude. Kiss you like Prince. I don't know what I need. Maybe like some Cody Johnson. 7 days a week. 24 hours a day. Kojo and Gavin Adcock. If you ain't on the Gavin Adcock train, just go ahead and hop on. We welcome late visitors. Hey, trust the 15, let's go, baby! Ooh, girl, you shining like a fan. Man, I gotta stop. Got to stop. Nobody better than you, 15. Ooh, girl, shining. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Just keep a lead foot heavy on the pedal. We got to get our lead foot on the pedal right here before too long. Mine. Whew, first fly ball for the Cam. That was a scary one. Let's play him deep. He likes to hit the crap out of it, apparently. Out of nowhere, this man can smack some balls. I tell you what, you don't care how good of a hitter you are. Trevor Butler's changeup is wicked, fellas.
Nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Nothing gonna break my stride.
That was entertaining. He might have a future in singing.
You never know, Griff. Now let's take a quick break, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll meet a student who's balancing high school and life as a professional wrestler, plus a hilarious singing challenge with our tennis seniors.
Griffin Wrecker Service is the home for all of your towing needs. With many trucks in all shapes and sizes, Griffin Wrecker has what it takes to get you out of any trouble you may find out on the roads. Griffin Wrecker Service offers competitive prices with some of the best response times in North Georgia, which has allowed them to serve the community and beyond for over 20 years, winning 11 straight Reader's Choice Awards for Best Wrecker in White County along the way. Choose Griffin Wrecker 24-hour towing and recovery located at 15 Jackson Street, Cleveland, Georgia, just off the square, or call 706-219-4443. Again, that is 706-219-4443. Griffin Wrecker, proud sponsor of Warrior Television Network. Go Warriors!
Hello, I'm John Bird, and I'm the president of Mansfield Energy. Today I'm joined by Dade Anderson, also known as Precious, a senior here at White County High School. Mansfield is a proud sponsor of Warrior Athletics because we take great pride in serving our communities and in supporting our employees who support us. Headquartered in Gainesville, we've been fortunate to be a North Georgia employer for over 65 years. From the Mansfield team, go Warriors!
United Community is a bank that believes in helping you succeed, like taking the opportunity to lend someone a hand and showing how much we care about your plans. We are United Community. If there's one thing we know about banking for your success, it takes a community.
Welcome back to Around the Region. I'm your host, Griffin Harper, joined by Maggie Anglin. Now it's time for our Off the Books segment. Alex Locklear, also known as professional wrestler TJ Trigger, shares how he manages school, extracurriculars, and his wrestling career. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Alex Locklear, but if some of you might know, on weekends, I am the Wolfhound TJ Trigger. Right now, participating in the sport of professional wrestling, which is simulated competitions of combat between two men, could be 3 men, could be 4 men, could be more, and we are basically giving a story of entertainment to the people who come to watch us. So I went to a show with a family and I saw what they did, and I've always been a fan since I was a little kid, and I was like, I want to do that. So I talked to the champion at the time. His name was Will Caution, and he said that they did training at the place, so he gave me his digits, but he never called me back. So I had to call the place myself. I went down there, and I've been training for about 3 years now, and I've been doing shows for almost 2.5 years. Honestly, it's really just pure grit. I mean, I've taken kind of a small setback from wrestling right now to focus on, I just finished with theater. I went to Tampa for STN, one of the greatest times of my life. And I have spent this time to hang out with friends, grow relationships, and figure out what I wanted to do in the future. But basically almost every Friday and every Saturday, I'm out there working. And really it's just grit, resiliency, a good car, and a lot of caffeine. Be prepared for what you're getting into. This is not easy. Being able to do this is not something for anybody for the faint of heart. It's something that you get into knowing that you are putting yourself through the ringer. Days of not seeing your friends, days of not seeing your family. Shoot, sometimes days of not seeing anything but a ring in the front seat of a car. A lot of times it's nothing but work. And that's something that y'all gotta understand. And a lot of times you might do things that you're not proud of, and you might hurt people in ways that you're not proud of, And you might hurt yourself in ways you're not proud of. But you know what? When you stand in the front of that spotlight, it is so worth it. But you got to be prepared for what comes first.
That's incredible. Balancing school and a professional sport is no joke.
And speaking of wrestling, we now have an exclusive interview with the man himself, TJ Trigger. Let's hear from him about his journey, his mindset in the ring, and what it takes to compete at his level.
I bang heads, I break necks, and I spit in the faces of people who deserve it. I went to a show one day. I saw guys who were out there doing the right thing. I saw guys who were punching the faces of people who needed it. I saw guys who were out there showing grit and blood and sweat and tears. And I thought, you know what, I could do that too. Because I think there's some people that need to be knocked down a peg or two. So I went and I called a man. And I got into it, and I worked for days and days and weeks and months and years. And now I'm standing on top of the spotlight. I think the best match that I've had probably would be the one between me and Austin, the unrated, versus the people who trained us themselves, the Angel of Death, Azrael, and the Natural Born Legend, Crystal Rose. That was a fight of pure grit and destruction, and I reveled in the chaos that we had from it. Granted, I didn't come back clean. I went straight through barbed wire. I went straight through tables, but sometimes that's what you got to do. When you want to be the Wolfhound, when you want to be champion, sometimes you got to take risks. A lot of times what we do is we used to go to a bunch of training schools, but because now most of what we do is shows and all, mostly that is our form of training, is these shows. But like back in the day, we used to run the ropes for hours. We would do matches, we would do promos. One of the most important things is getting a character shown off, because that's the biggest thing is entertainment. So it was brutal. I mean, like I've like gotten bloody noses and everything from these kinds of training. So it's not for everyone. It ain't ballet, as AJ Styles said. So it was rough, but it worked. I'd say kind of. I think that there's still some very corrupt people who stand at the top of our business. I think that I still feel the hurt, not only just in my arm, but in my back and in my heart, from when my best friend betrayed me last week in Royston, Georgia. Austin, when you stabbed me in my back, I will never forgive you for that. But other than that, I think that if we can just riddle out some of the snakes in this business, I think everything would be fine.
Wow, he's got an intense mindset. Definitely a force to be reckoned with in the ring.
I've seen some of the videos. It's pretty crazy.
Okay.
Now let's lighten things up a bit. Senior tennis players Maggie Anglin, Brooklyn Thompson, and Sarah Gerard took on a karaoke challenge, but there's a twist. They had to sing every third word. Let's see how they did. I want to see this.
I'm Brooklyn Thomason.
I'm Sarah Gerard.
And I'm Maggie Anglin.
And we play tennis.
And today we're doing karaoke.
Woo!
My hair looks bad.
I'm so bad.
How do you
Wait, Brooklyn, who's first?
You start.
Me. Got it.
So I'm my.
Yeah.
You are my
the one
desire.
believe
when
I
say
I
want
it
that
way. That was really bad.
Yeah.
That was bad. So I go after you.
You're yellow, yeah.
No, I go after Maggie. You go after me, Sarah.
Yeah,
So
Sarah.
I'm yellow.
She's blue, you're yellow, I'm red.
Okay, I'm good now.
I am unwritten. Give me my mind. I'm undefined.
Can we do that like that?
Yeah.
Who's starting? Brooklyn, who's
Yeah.
starting?
I
What?
can't read mine.
I'm on. Okay, wait. Get ready, Brooklyn.
I am
first part.
We got the
pretty
first
well,
part,
just
and then the
saying.
song
That
just
would be
took over.
funny.
Thank you. Okay, guys.
Oh my God!
That's rapid fire.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
Okay.
All the single ladies, ladies, ladies. Okay, right here, right here.
Now put your hands
Up.
Just
Just
broke up. I'm doing my.
Okay.
Here, let's
It was
practice.
a lot.
Okay,
Brooklyn, Brooklyn. All the single
Ladies.
All
the
Single.
ladies.
all
The.
Single.
ladies.
All.
The.
Single.
Ladies.
All the.
Ready? Now
Put your
hand
Up.
up.
good.
Got it. We got it. Oh.
Single.
Ladies. Oh.
The single.
Ladies.
Oh.
This
All
is a
ladies.
lot.
All ladies.
Okay.
All
Ladies.
All the
Single.
ladies.
All the single. All the single ladies.
All the single ladies. Okay, ready?
All ladies.
Now.
Hands.
Up.
Up in the club.
Up.
I'm doing thing.
So I'm pretty sure Dottie's gonna bench you guys after that performance.
Okay, well the music was just too fast.
Okay. Well, I need you to, guys. Let's bring it in.
Okay.
That was pretty difficult. Who knew a karaoke game could be that challenging?
Before we go, a quick announcement. Around the Region will not be streamed next week due to White County spring break. But don't worry, we'll be back the following week with even more exciting content. I can't wait.
That's right. Thank you for joining us on Around the Region. From big games to big personalities, this show had it all.
It sure did, Maggie. Make sure to tune in next time for more local sports coverage, behind-the-scenes moments, and a new episode of Lumpy Works Out Baseball Edition. What? Until then, I'm Griffin Harper.
And I'm Maggie Anglin.
See you next time. They look really red.
They do
Looks like
look.
I'm wearing lipstick.
Amison is joined by junior baseball player Alex Johnson. Alex Johnson.
Oh no.
Welcome back.
Join. And then we're gonna all clap at the same time. I'm gonna clap, you're gonna clap, you clap, we all clap at the same time.
On Tuesday, April 15th, our boys soccer team will play Johnson. They play Banks County. Amelia, I'm getting mad. You know I don't do good when I'm mad.
Catch a bubble.
Our boys soccer team will begin. They don't begin a series. That's not what they do in soccer. Dude, I was so locked in.
Wait, we should jump out of frame.